The year is 2017, the midnight screening of what was supposed to be the greatest Star Wars movie of all time. The critics were even comparing it to Empire Strikes Back, which, if you guys don't know, it's an alright movie. I mean, yeah, it's no Return of the Jedi, but I mean, come on, that is a masterpiece. I remember it so vividly. The car drive there, the smell of the popcorn my mum had gotten for me to get me through those endless trailers, my mind so innocent and unaware of what was about to come. Wait a second, weren't you like 30 when this movie came out? Shh, that doesn't matter, don't ruin my street cred. Yes, I go to the cinema to watch Star Wars with mum at midnight showings because, you know, apparently my friends have better things to do. Anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, The Last Jedi. Well, you guys know how that ended. But to break it down to you, we learned that the Empire can be easily trolled by using FaceTime calls, X-Wings can handbrake now in midair, Leia can fly like Mary Poppins through outer space, and oh yeah, for some reason, these are a thing. The MG-100 Star Fortress SF-17, also known as the BSF-17 Heavy Bomber, or as Lego and less nerdier people call it, it's the Resistance Bomber. Because, well, you know, it kind of bombs stuff, like really, really slowly, but it bombs stuff. So yeah, in a world where X-Wings can handbrake in space and adolescent Jedis can kind of pod race their way through battle stations.
Now this is pod racing.
These things can bomb stuff. Now, you can argue about this Last Jedi scene all you want to, but these things make no sense. They're way too slow, they don't really do much, and, you know, everyone hated that scene. If you didn't hate that scene, then congratulations, you're the only one. So if I'm hating on this ship so much, and this set in particular, why did I buy it? Well, the fact is that this actually came out in 2017, like the movie, and I managed to get this for RRP now, which shows that this thing hasn't really gone up in price. But I mean, still getting it for RRP doesn't really matter, does it? Because it's a terrible ship from a terrible movie, and it's terribly slow. Well, the fact is this set actually comes with 5 pretty cool minifigures, and actually they're all unique to this set, including Vice Admiral Holdo, which if you guys don't know, she's actually a pretty big deal, like, you know, kind of like Star Wars law-breaking kind of big deal. You know, the Death Star, you don't really need it anymore. Just Holdo maneuver it. You know, basically any big ship in the entire of Star Wars, you can now Holdo maneuver it, so.
We need to put some Holdo maneuvers. Do some real damage.
Come on, that move is 1 in a million.
Oh, okay, since the Rise of Skywalker, it's actually been nerfed now. Makes sense. Other than that, the main reason I actually got this set was because I saw it listed on eBay for, like I said, the RRP, and it just had the Lego screenshots pasted onto the site. So why do you think, well, that's kind of a weird one? Well, that's because I bought it with a massive gamble, and that's to see if it had the awesome Finch Dallow inside the box. Finch Dallow, you say? Is he some sort of secret minifigure? Well, kinda. Now, to all you Star Wars fans out there who don't know who Finch Dallow is, don't worry, because Lego didn't either, and to be fair, Disney didn't either, because he wasn't even called Finch Dallow in The Last Jedi. They actually named the guy about 12 months after the movie in a novel called, apparently, The Last Jedi Cobalt Squadron novel. No, right, I don't read books. But apparently, according to Brother Brick, a Lego fan, Piers John, wrote to Lego telling them of the update. And a whole year later, pretty much as this set was retiring, Lego decided to switch out the pilot minifigure for the Finch Dallow one. I mean, that is pretty cool and very, very rare. And even actually Kevin Lane, the guy who played Finch Dallow, was super pumped by it, as you can see in this kind of funky tweet he did. I mean, it's pretty cool to have yourself made into a minifigure. And another cool thing that Lego did do is if you bought this set at a time without Finch Dallow in it, you could just message them and they would actually send you the minifigure head and the little helmet. They are the 2 bits that are different from the character that's in his. So you can kind of have the more screen accurate version of the Resistance Bomber pilot. Pretty cool, eh? Well, it is kind of cool, but as I said, he got changed as this set was retiring, so most people didn't actually repackage and get that set, and so that makes this guy pretty hard to get, which you can kind of see in the aftermarket prices. Yeah, pretty ridiculous, especially if you're someone like me who's trying to collect every single figure. So, as you can tell by this set, he's not in it. So, I failed at my main mission. So now all I have is this set to remind me of mine and Ryan Johnson's failure. But it doesn't end there, because unlike Ryan Johnson, I actually have a friend. Good news for me is that I have an awesome friend in New Zealand known as Rich from Bricknit. If you haven't checked out his channel, go and do it. But he actually does have a Finch Dallow. which he is
does
going
go
to
in the
send me.
package as
But
well?
basically, he's going to send it to me because he's not as psychotic as me as collecting completely pointless minifigures from the Star Wars line, from completely pointless Star Wars movies. And also, he was kind of fearing for my health, the fact that I might have a heart attack at looking at spending over £250 for a minifigure that's literally, like I said, pointless in The Last Jedi. It's a pointless movie. So massive thanks to Rich, and if you haven't already, go and check out his channel because he's a really, really cool dude. And also, that little screenshot there I did, that's actually a little Easter egg of the fact that we've both started a new channel together as well, a little podcast where we're kind of talking about stuff. It's called Some Assembly Required, and as you can tell, some assembly is required. But if you've subscribed to both those channels now, then why haven't you subscribed to me yet? And if you have, awesome. If you haven't, do it, because I now need to try and fork out $4,000 for a Yoda that says NYI Heart. I mean, you can't even spell it right. But you know, I still need it in my collection. I mean, I've been to New York once, I think.